Amen. Philippians chapter 4. Glory to God. Philippians chapter 4. Yes, indeed. Amen. I say I want to preach. I needed a moment to catch my breath, but it's all good. Holy Ghost, help me catch my breath. Amen. Yeah. Catch my breath in the name of Jesus. Philippians 4, verses 11 through 13. We're working on getting a screen in the back so I don't have to do my spins, because I almost like spin so much I fall down sometimes. Amen. So we're working on the screen. So the live Facebook audience, y'all see me spinning. I ain't gonna have to spin no more real soon. Amen. Philippians 4, 11 through 13, the Amplified Version says, "Not that I speak from any personal need, for I have learned to be content and self-sufficient through Christ, satisfied to the point where I'm not disturbed or uneasy, regardless of my circumstances. I know how to get along and live humbly in difficult times." Next verse. "And I also know how to enjoy abundance and live in prosperity. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret," say the secret, "of facing life, whether well fed or going hungry, whether having an abundance or being in need. I can do all things which He, God, has called me to do, through Him who strengthens and empowers me." Next verse. "To fulfill His purpose, I'm self-sufficient in Christ's sufficiency. I'm ready for anything and equal to anything through Him who infuses me with inner strength and confident peace." If you were watching, you'd already know the title. This morning, with your prayers and by the enabling power of the Holy Ghost, I want to speak from this topic, the secret. Say the secret. Y'all not hearing me today. Say the secret. Good to see you, Brother Gaylord. He had a major health challenge just last Sunday, and now he's back in his place in the household of faith. Y'all not going to say amen. Say the secret. I want to spend a few moments today dealing with the secret of handling, of facing life. Say the secret. I want to bless you today. Remember a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, I had this message called God's Plan, and I said if you could get it, it would help you for the rest of your life. I got a message for you this morning. If you can get the secret, say the secret. Yeah, this will help you. It's 3 secrets. Say secret. Yeah, to handling life. And the first secret, I love it, is you got to live life with contentment. There ain't nobody saying amen. Could I get my Bible? I wrote a definition down, and this ain't my normal. I would have normally had it, but it's all good in the neighborhood. Say contentment. Here's contentment. It is the aggressive pursuit of the promises of God from a position, watch this, of undisturbed internal peace and rest, which is a result of establishing your worth and your value by your relationship with God, and not on how many things you possess. Can I preach like I want to preach it this morning? Listen, contentment then is never to be confused with complacency. Okay, you didn't hear what I said. Complacency, be real careful, is a refusal to improve your life. Now, some people say it's just because we lazy. I think it's because of fear. Say fear. Often because of fear, we don't improve our lives, and as a result, we are complacent. Say complacent. Y'all not saying amen. But contentment, watch this, is the ability to enjoy your life through joy, happiness, and peace wherever you find yourself right now. Say contentment. Now, I'm trying to bless you. This is the secret to a well-lived life is contentment. Say contentment. All right, let's look at it. Philippians chapter 4, verses 11. Watch this through 13. I want you to grab this. He says, not that I speak, let's break it down, from any personal need. He say, I'm good. For I have learned. You missed it. You missed the shot already. He said, here's a life lesson. It took me some time. I learned this. You don't learn nothing right away. In other words, life happens, and over a lifetime, over some years, over some decades. I don't want you to be 50 and 60, but it's hard to think that at 10, you're going to understand contentment. Because see, at 10, you worried about Santa Claus, and you worried about your Christmas list. And y'all not going to say amen. But it's a shame before God that you hit 30 and you still worried about the Christmas list, and you still mad that you didn't get a gift, and you still tripping because somebody, y'all not gonna say amen. At some point in your life, you got to understand and develop and learn contentment. Because if you don't understand, I'm talking to some single ladies in here, you need to be content right where you are. I'm talking to some single brothers in here. Pastor, I see how you flow. You got a good woman in your life. You better learn how to flow before you have a good woman. Look at somebody say contentment. Paul says, I've learned to be content, and I'm self-sufficient. Watch this. This is so important. I'm not tripping out on what others are doing. Okay, can I preach this like I want? Let me just say it for me. In my flesh, say in pastor's flesh. In pastor's flesh, in my flesh, I think I should have one of the largest churches in the world. But if I don't understand, develop, and walk in contentment, I will lose my mind and have no joy for what I have right now. Because watch this, ain't none of y'all have to come to church this morning. Ain't none of y'all have to give your tithe and your offering to support me and my family. And so if I don't have a spirit of gratitude and all I am is focusing on my flesh, say the flesh. In my flesh dwelleth no good thing. The thoughts that come up in the flesh is stinking thinking. But that thing will rise up on me in the flesh, and I'm looking at guys, and they living crazy, and they saying the same Easter speech every Sunday, and folk just running and hopping and skipping and falling out and standing room only, and they can't even get everybody in the church. And then I come to my, y'all not gonna say, I come to my assignment, and sometimes on a Tuesday night, you can throw sand and not hit nobody. But I have learned, I'm going to preach for myself, I have learned the lesson of contentment. And something supernatural began to happen in my life because I am content. I look up, and everything that I prayed about and everything that I believe God for, y'all not going to say amen. I'm living in my dream right now. Living in my dream, and I don't have a mega church. What if I had a mega church, y'all not gonna say amen, and a meager marriage? What if I had a mega church and I was wondering about my children if they were gonna do the right thing? Look at somebody say contentment. Okay, let me tell you about contentment. Watch this, watch this. Contentment is in the hoopty. Say the hoopty. You You got joy, peace, and happiness in the hoop. You missed what I just said. Pastor, that's easy for you to say. You can pick your car. I hadn't always been able to. Okay, you missed your shout again. For several years, me and First Lady shared a hoopty. Sometimes she take me to work and then go. Sometimes I take her to work and then go. And the reasons that I would take her to work first and go is because, watch this, in contentment, I was the runner to get lunch at my school that I worked for. I said I was the runner. Taking the orders. Y'all not gonna say, man. Okay, Miss Roseberry, you want the 3-piece. Y'all not gonna say amen. Okay. I think of Miss Brigham. Okay, Miss Brigham, you want the double meat. Why was you the runner? Because the runner got a free meal. Y'all not shouting over here. Our money was so low, I didn't have no lunch like I wanted it, but if I took the car and dropped her out first, I still got contentment because I had a good hot meal and didn't pay a dime. Well, y'all don't shut. Well, I was, oh my God. He says this, man, he's self-sufficient through Christ, and regardless of any circumstance. See, it's quiet in here. Pastor, can you experience contentment with sickness in your body? Yes. That's a circumstance.
Yes, it is.
You're not complacent. It's not that you're saying I don't want to improve. It's not that you're saying I don't want to always be in the hoopty. But while you're in the hoopty, I was thinking just in my life, when I became grown, I got my own apartment, Willow Creek Apartments. Y'all not going to say amen. But I was content in the studio apartment in Willow Creek, where we had to share a pool with thousands. But contentment has graduated me to the point. Y'all not saying amen. It's two people. See, is he missed to say what I think he missed to say? I sure am. I don't have to share no pool with thousands no more. Y'all not seeing this. But I'm going to shout wherever I am. Say, learn that say regardless. See, I got to say this because some of y'all act brand new in here. And it really bothers me, people who've known me for 20 plus years, you won't help tell my story. So when new people come in and they see how I roll, you won't tell them, he's been laboring with us over 20 years. Why would you want a pastor who do something for 20 years and show no improvement? That's complacency. But tell him he's been teaching like this since he first started. That's contentment. Okay, let me go. I gotta go, man, because I'm gonna hurt somebody. He says, I know how to get along and live humbly. I know how to stretch stuff. I know how to stretch. I know how to stretch the chili. Now I get in trouble when I go here because there's two people say, I like the watery chili. That's fine if you like it. That's beautiful. I don't like watery nothing. But I was content when I had to water it down. Y'all not going to say amen. We stretch that thing out. You got to live humbly. In difficult times. Next verse. I got to run, man. Also, I know how to enjoy abundance and live in prosperity. See, I'm not scared of having some money. But if I would say you can't serve God and money, you're right. But it didn't say you can't serve God with money. Well, I'm going to hurt 3 people in here. He says, I also now enjoy abundance and live prosperity. And in every circumstance, I've learned the secret. Say the secret. Of facing life, whether well-fed, going hungry, whether having abundance or being in need. I can do all things which He's called me to do through Him who strengthens and empowers me. Next verse, to fulfill His purpose. I'm self-sufficient in Christ's sufficiency. He got everything I need. I'm ready for anything, equal to anything, through Him who infuses me with inner strength and confident peace. Next verse, please. Hebrews chapter 13, verse number 5. I'm flowing. Let your character, let your moral essence, your inner nature, let the real you be free from the love of money. For the love of money. Y'all not gonna say. Some people, y'all know the song. Got to have it. Hey, some people really need it. Oh, I'm talking. Good night, good night, good. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The love of money is an unhealthy relationship with money. The love of money is you don't know how to be content with what you got. See, you think rich people love money, but poor folk love money more than rich folk. When money becomes your God, y'all not gonna say, man. Okay, watch this. He says, shun greed, be financially ethical. Can I break that down? Because it's too scary, people. Now I want to be real clear, because you live in an unethical system. Never be unethical with people, but always understand systems. It got quiet here. If you have a situation at your house where you have to file an insurance claim, number one, don't file crazy claims. I'm talking about something major. And they give you some good money. You have every right in a system that supports this right to say, I got 50,000, but I know a group, I know a crew that can do it for 22. But Pastor, you're supposed to spend the whole 50. Okay. See, some of y'all ain't ready for this because y'all already know how to roll, but you scared that I'm actually saying that's how you're supposed to roll. I saw a guy lose a solid job. This person has went on to be with the Lord. He lost a solid job because he was afraid to say that he had graduated high school. Y'all didn't hear what I just said. So he put on the application. They were not going to check this. He was old. They can't check. They ain't going back there. But if you dumb enough to put on there, he lost the job. And he felt good about himself. Well, I did the right thing. No, you did the stupid thing. I will never mishandle people with money. But I will learn systems so I can handle some money. Boy, it's sad up in here. I ain't, boy, send my children to school. I tried to help a couple of pastors understand the system, but they so stupid. I say, man, as a pastor, and see, some of y'all don't even know this. I say, Doc, your housing is tax-free. I'm talking about, I tried to help some educated pastors. You know, I got my education now, but at that time, see, I ain't had my education, and they wasn't listening. I'm rolling, they not listening. I try to say, Doc, man, this is how you set this thing up. And then as a result, then you are able to have the benefits of certain things. Man, oh my God, y'all not going to hear. I have some of the best insurance I ever had in my life. You remember last year with my back, I needed CAT scans and see all that stuff. Some people have insurance on their job and they give them the runaround. Don't even like paying for stuff. I got like a platinum plan. I just make the call. Okay, they got quiet. I hadn't always had that plan, but I learned the system. Thank you, Obama. Obama ain't do nothing. That devil is a lie. Obama gave you an opportunity to have some real health care. He ain't did nothing but us. Because see, the system don't want you to have good health care. They want you to have to go down to where everybody go down at that doggone county thing. They want county and gold cards. That's why I ain't scared of nobody up in here. Now you got to do what you got to do. If that's where you at. But I'm trying to tell you, when you learn systems, you begin to understand, I don't have to go to the county hospital. Boy, it's quiet in here. I'm going to preach so good, y'all not seeing this today. He says, man, he says, shun that thing and being content. Say content with what you got. Being content. See, I believe basic needs, everybody ought to have. Food, clothing, shelter, transportation, and health care. Everybody should have that. I believe you should make enough money to at least do that, and then let's quarrel, let's debate, let's talk about the levels of food, clothing, shelter, transportation, and health care. Not health care. Health care, everybody need good health care. But everybody don't need a major crib. You nasty in the apartment right now. You ain't ready for no crib. Just apartment just nasty. Brown roaches in the apartment. Y'all not saying nothing up here. Y'all ain't saying nothing. No. Back in the day, we knew you was nasty when you had them brown roaches. Not the cockroaches. I'm talking about the in-between. You had them little baby ones, and then you had the cockroaches, and then you had the brown in between. And you know you're nasty when they out in the daytime. You were just in somebody's house at 2 o'clock in the day, middle of the day. Okay, boys, they got quiet now. I ain't scared of nobody up in here. If you're not faithful over the little, if you're not content with the little, if you're not happy with the little, if you ain't got joy with the little, if you ain't walking in peace with the little, how can he impart you with the much? I ain't trying to get no mega church no more, but he might give me one. Because he said, you is faithful with the group you got. The group you got lie on you sometimes. The group you got don't do right sometimes. The group you got rob God sometimes. But you love them anyway. He might give me a mega church. I don't know. I ain't going after it, but I might get me one. Y'all not saying amen. Yeah, I felt the thing in my spirit. Okay, he says, I'm going to never under any circumstance desert you. Watch this. Watch this. Listen, it's God. I will never. When you walk in contentment under any circumstance, desert you, nor give you up, nor leave you without support. Come on, y'all. Nor will I in any degree leave you helpless, nor will I forsake you, or let you down, or relax my hold on you. Assuredly not. When you walk in contentment, God got you. Next verse, I got it right, man. Next verse, 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 6 through 8. I'm running. But godliness actually is a source of great gain. Come on, Pastor. When? Say when. When it's accompanied by, when it's coupled with, when it partners with contentment. That contentment, watch this, which comes from a sense of inner confidence. Say inner. Based on the sufficiency of God. You ain't tripping when you ain't content. You know, God got it. I don't know how He gonna do it. He gonna do it. We brought nothing into this world. Did you know that? So it's clear we can't take nothing out of it either. But if we have food, y'all didn't hear what I just said. If you got something to eat, and you got clothes on your back, in this culture they didn't really need transportation and health care and what's my other thing? It's 5 things. They ain't need it, but if you got, you know, because people kind of help you out and they live all together. Black folk don't live all together good. I said good. I didn't say we couldn't. I said we don't do it good. It just ain't in our culture. Now I wish it was, because we could save some money. That's why I'm praying. I'm praying for Jesse Lee and Mama J. I want them to live a long time, cause everything come in the pot. Pastor, how you rolling? Because they putting stuff in the pot. Y'all not gonna say amen over here. say, we live good. Y'all not gonna say it? Yes, indeed. Patrick, am I lying? Y'all not gonna say it. Say, who is Patrick? It's a little movie. You'll catch it later. That was in that movie, two can play that game or something. Was it two or three? Two can play that game, somebody. And the lady was messing, you know, with Morris Chestnut and what's the other girl? Vivica, yeah, Vivica and Morris. And they were working together and stuff, and then Vivica was going to try to run game on him and went to church, and she was hugging the brothers and stuff real closely. And Morris had some spies at church, and they called him and said, you know, hey, Doc, she was hugging, and it wasn't no regular church hug. And when he was telling the story, he said, Patrick, am I lying? Okay, y'all get it. We ain't brought nothing in the world clear. We can't take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be what? Content. Next verse. Oh my God. That's all of it? Was that all of it? Okay, that's cool. Say number two. If you go, this is the secret. Say the secret. So first it's gotta be with contentment. Life lived with contentment. But secondly, this one the shop's going down. If you're gonna flow in life, it's gotta be a life without comparison. Okay, boy, all my amen. Look at all the amens just ran on out. Yeah, now you gotta be careful with comparison because it stems from a combination of jealousy, envy, and covetousness. Jealousy is about the potential in your mind loss of a thing. So men and women are jealous in relationship because they scared somebody gonna take the partner. It's about a loss. Envy, watch this, is about a lack. You lack what somebody else got. So you envious. No. They got a cold whip, you got a hoopty, and you comparing. And see, some preachers will tell you don't even know what that person's note is. I'm not going to tell you that. That ain't none of your business what they note is. See, some preachers try to make you feel better about comparing. You don't need to feel better about comparing. You need to get your eyes off of their whip and give God the praise for your hoopty. And don't make yourself feel better about they probably not even enjoying their whip. They might be enjoying it. That's them, this you. And then covet, say covet. The 10th commandment in the Bible, most difficult one to address is because it's internal. So jealousy is loss, envy is lack, covetousness is longing. I long for what you got, so much so that I'll do something crazy. I will get the $800 purse and not have 8 cents to put in it. Because I long for a Louis. Y'all not shouting up in here. But see how many men left? Because just having that Louis make you feel, I know them helpers watching me. We know how to carry that thing. With your little twist on, with your little pigeon toes. With that Louis and ain't got 8 cents in the Louis. Because you living in comparison. Okay, boy, all my amen there. All my amen there. Pastor, it's easy for you to say them shoes look like they cost a lot. These ones do, but these ain't the first ones. I started at Payless. I had one pair of shoes when I met First Lady. Them were some cold shoes to me. It had that suede, but then it had like 2 colors with that pleather with that suede. But it had the suede on the tip, and then like a combination of colors in that pleather right up above the tip. What? Those were some of my coldest shoes I had, Doc. Payless. And I had joy in my Payless shoe. And if I saw somebody with some shoes that cost a lot and I recognized them, I say, Doc, you is killing with them shoes. Doc, you wearing them. Okay, boys, you got can I go? 2 Corinthians 10, verse number 12 out of the Message. We're not, understand, putting ourselves in a league with those who boast that they're our superiors. Watch this. We wouldn't dare do that. But in all this comparing and grading and competing, they quite miss the point. Okay, you didn't hear what I just said. President Theodore Roosevelt said it this way, famous quote. He says, envy, I may be paraphrasing it, is the thief of joy. See, when you walk in comparison, you ain't gonna never have no joy. Because I don't care how high you think you get, if somebody, my contractor is working on my project. I gotta be careful on that. I got a contractor working on a project that I talked about earlier. Okay, 3 people kind of remember what I talked about that I used to have to share that. Okay, he came through yesterday in a vehicle that probably cost 200 grand. He said, Reverend Dimes, I want you to come check it out. I walked out, looked at that thing. I mean, that thing was nasty. Oh, it was a Porsche, but it was a special order Porsche. I mean, it sat. That thing sat. I mean, just like. And I looked at that doggone, I don't care, that thing sat. I mean, that thing was sitting right. The big old wheels on the back. And the engine was in a special casing in the middle. It had like a special cover, like fiberglass, so you just kind of could peer in. And then I looked at that speedometer. 200 every day of the week. I say, Doc, what's the best you put? He said, Doc, I got it to 180 recently. I said, oh, that's a bad ride. Nah, my money ain't long enough to get that. I ain't walk away talking, he think he's something. He just showing out. He just arrogant. He said, I ain't do that. I'm like, Doc, that's player right there. Gotta learn how to do it. Learn how to live, man. Stop tripping with people. That's some sisters, it's women in here. Y'all don't know how to compliment each other. It's all in your little clique, your little group, looking at folk all crazy. She think. You don't know what she think. And really it's envy and jealousy and covetousness because you just mad how they working that thing. Comparing, grading, stop putting folk on level. Doc, I'm just to get on my brother. Doc, she about an 8. Man, stop all that foolishness. You got to grow up, man. She got a 10 body and a 1 mind. If you're going to grade, Negro, grade the mind, not the body. I'm working on a message. I almost brought it out today. It's a mature message. I'm going to be dealing with body image issues. Yeah, I'm working on it. I got the frame and everything. Now I got the outline and everything. I'm working on that. I'm coming y'all way because you need to grow up when it comes to body image issues. Okay, let me just go on roll. And competing. Stop competing. Who are you competing with? I'm make that Negro know he missed something. That Negro gonna wish he had. He gonna wish nothing. He done moved on. Jerome gone. I did not never run. You all in the gym working out, and Jerome ain't even paying no attention to you. Let's go to my next thing. Boy, this is rough today. Galatians 6 verse number 4 says, but each one must carefully scrutinize his own work. Stop comparing yourself and look at your own stuff. Examine your actions, your attitudes, your behavior. And then say then you can have the personal satisfaction and inner joy of doing something commendable without comparing yourself to another. There's so much joy when you just do something for you. When you going to do something for you? Stop doing stuff for other folk. Do it for you. Do it for the right reasons. I'm working on my physical temple because I want my blood pressure to be right. I'm working on my physical temple because I want to live a long time. I'm working on my physical temple because it gives glory to God when I honor what He gave me. And then the overflow, say the overflow, is the compliments. I was at my doctor's office the other day, and she say, Pastor, is you losing some weight? I say, I received that compliment in the name of Jesus. She said, you receive? I said, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, that's overflow. But I ain't doing it for that. I ain't trying to look at nobody. Look, he want to look good, so folks, I don't care what folk think. Because what if something happened to me physically? I ain't talking about weight. I'm talking about just how. Me and First Lady talk about this stuff all the time. I'm going to love First Lady regardless. I want her to love me regardless. Okay, and then got quiet. Look at somebody and say, live life without comparison. Let's go to my next thing. Let's go to it. Matthew 20. I got to run through this. God's kingdom. It's like an estate manager who went out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. They agreed on the wage. Say they agreed. They agreed on the wage of $1 a day and went to work. Next verse. Later, about 9 o'clock, the manager saw some other men hanging around the town square unemployed. He told them to go to work in his vineyard. He paid them a fair wage and they went. Say they went. Next one, he did the same thing at noon. Again at 3 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, went back, found still others standing around. Said, why are you standing around all day doing nothing? They said, because no one hired us. He told them, go work in my vineyard. Next verse. When the day's work was over, the owner of the vineyard instructed his foreman, call the workers in, pay them their wages, start with the last hired, go on to the first. Next one. Those hired at 5 o'clock came up, were given $1. When those who were hired first saw that, they assumed. Say they assumed. That's what you do when you compare. You start assuming stuff. They assumed they would get far more. Let me just ask one question. Why in the heck did they assume they're going to get more when they agreed? You know why? They were the workers had got way less, they'd have been fine. Okay, there's a study that says people, watch this, would rather, this is an actual study, people would rather, watch this, make the same amount of money as their neighbor than to know that they could make more, but their neighbor made more. Okay, let me give you the numbers. Here's some numbers, just an example. 100,000. As long as everybody make 100,000 in the neighborhood, they happy. But if the neighbor make 175 and they make 150, listen, they would rather everybody make 100. Okay, you missed. No, it's an actual study. They've studied people because people are into comparison. And when they know that the neighbor got more, the grass ain't greener on the other side. The grass is not always greener. But even if it is, why are you looking at it? It ain't your grass. Okay, that's what they said. That's something they get far more, but they got the same. Each of them $1, taking $1, they growls angrily to the manager. These last workers put in only 1 hour. 1 easy hour, thank you. And you just made them equal to us. We slaved all day under a scorching sun. Next verse. He replied to the one speaking for the rest, that's the representative. All them Negroes wasn't talking, they had a rep. And some of us got a rep mentality. Folk talking about what they gonna say, what they gonna do, but they put you up to do the talking. Yeah, you here talking, I want to talk to the supervisor on behalf of the workers. You better learn how to talk to the supervisor on behalf of yourself. Speaking on behalf of them Negroes, you've been fired and they be looking at you with your little box going by. I can't believe Okay, let me go on. He says, friend, I ain't been unfair. We agreed on the wage of $1, didn't we? Yeah. So take it and go. Yeah. Right. I decided to give to the one who came last the same as you. I can do what I want to do with my own money, can't I? Are you going to get stingy because I'm generous? That's what comparison happened. Here it is again, the great reversal. Look at somebody say the great reversal. Many of the first ended up last, and the last ended up first. Y'all not going to say, I am a product of the great reversal. I may have started last. Y'all not seeing this? Let me go to my last thing. I got to get up out of here. Okay, so you live life, number one, with what? Come on, say it. With what? Some stuff. And we know that all things work together. That's what confidence is, a boldness. You got to have it in this life. Some of us missing our moment because we ain't got no confidence. We don't believe in ourselves. Okay, y'all done got quiet. I done told y'all before, your pastor, I will stand on any stage because I got confidence. It will never be the report on me that I got intimidated by. I was listening to a guy, he made a great argument. He said, it's ridiculous that you're telling me that people who play golf are intimidated by Tiger Woods. I absolutely agree with him. Because the greatness of Tiger Woods has nothing to do if I'm a golfer with me. Because golf is the one sport where my game ain't got nothing to do with your game. Y'all not hearing this. So I might lose to Tiger, but I'm not going to lose to Tiger if I'm a golfer because I'm afraid of Tiger. I'm going to just play my game. Look at somebody and say, play your hand. Y'all not seeing what I'm talking about. Ain't no use of you tripping about that. I ain't got nothing but one spade. And play your hand. You might have one spade but just one diamond. And folks thinking you can't get a book, but they don't realize after that first diamond, I'm just to cut a Negro left and right. With a 3 of spades in my hand. Y'all not seeing this. Okay, boy, y'all don't say within confidence. Let me go, my time. Can you give me 4 minutes? I gotta go. My time is up. Do not therefore fling away your fearless confidence. He said, you got it, don't throw it away. Okay, guys, I don't feel like you got it. You fearfully and wonderfully made. You've been made in the image and likeness of God. God is a confident God. God is a bold God. God know what he know. Y'all not going to say he's omniscient. He know everything. For it has a glorious, your confidence does, and great reward. For you have, this is the problem, need of patient endurance. That's why we lack contentment. That's why we compare, because we don't know how to endure and bear up under difficult circumstances without compromise. Look, somebody say without compromise. No, you got to have some standards that you live by. I'm talking to some ladies in here. You got to have a bold confidence that God, if you want me to have somebody, I don't have to give up the milk. Y'all not going to say amen. For free. See, you ain't got no confidence. So you think, well, I don't know, we both grown, and if I don't do nothing, none of that devil is a lie. No, I'm not giving up the milk like that. We both grown and sexy, but you're not supposed to expect that just because you got me a little Papa Do's dinner with a swamp thing that we supposed to get it on. Y'all not shouting up in here. Because I got confidence, Negro, if I want me a seafood platter, I get the big one and 2 swamp things. Table for 1, please. Well, I will preach up in here today. People are scared up in here. That's how you get your swag on. I don't feel comfortable going out. That devil is a lie. How many in the party? 1. That's how many. Facebook, I love y'all, but I'm going to hurt some people. I will go on Facebook and hurt some people right now in the name of Jesus. So that when you carried out the will of God, say that, when I carried out the will of God, you're going to receive and enjoy to the full what is promised. I told First Lady, these decades of our life is the best years of our life. Devil, the children don't be there. That devil is a lie. We just roll anywhere we want to roll, all in the house. Just whatever. Best year. Where you want to go, baby? Y'all not saying it. Want to hit a club tonight? You want to go out to eat tonight? Y'all not going to say it, man. You want to just chill? Let's chill. Y'all not saying. I'm going to preach this today if you love me. Okay, let's go to my next thing and get up out of here. Beloved, watch this. Watch this, y'all. If our heart does not convict us of guilt, we have confidence. Why don't people have confidence? Because they walk in guilt. I told a brother just yesterday, y'all not going to say, man. I say, why would you pay the price for your sin when it's already been paid for? That's double jeopardy, and that's against the law. Oh, y'all, you cannot be convicted. I wish I had a lawyer up in here of the same crime twice. So since Jesus has already paid for the crime, why are you walking down with your head down? Lift up your head. Lift your head up, boy. Boy, it's two people in this end. That Negro is too bold. When you get 50, you get more confidence. Y'all not saying that, man. There's something about 50 hits, you just walk around like, what's up? What's up? And then I'm working out too, but man, what's up? What's up? Walking all slow and all. You know, what's up? What's up, man? What you got? What you got? There's two people say that's too bold, but that's what confidence looks like. Well, but here's a liar. He says, listen, you're going to have confidence, you're going to have complete assurance and boldness before God. And when we receive from him whatever we ask, because we carefully and consistently keep his commandments and do the things that are pleasing in his sight. You can't do what you're supposed to do until you stop walking in guilt. Because I messed up and I lied and I didn't cheated and I didn't ran women and I did some crazy stuff last week. You better learn how to know who you are. He already paid. Well, Pastor, if he already paid for it, that's going to give me a license to sin. No, that ain't going to give you no license to sin. He paid for it, but your natural foolishness have natural consequences. But when you know who you are, you just start walking in the boldness. I told y'all this before. Listen, I know preaching and pastoring, this is one of the positions where you literally can run through a church. I'm talking about have all the women you want. I've been doing it 23 years. Y'all not saying amen. And I can count on one hand anytime a woman has approached me the wrong way and have several fingers left over. Why? Because I know who I am, and that devil that's trying to work in them know who I am. See, all my amens left. There he go. Now there he go, a lie. That devil is a lie. You got to learn how to walk in your confidence. There's some ladies in there. It seems like I always get the same kind of dude. You get them because you're not walking in your confidence. Just because you ain't no size 3, baby, you got to learn how to suck it up, tuck it up. Y'all not going to say it. Wrap it up. Well, that devil is a lie. But Pastor, what happened if we ever do something? He gonna know what's up. Y'all not gonna say amen. There's some brothers out there that like somebody with a little meat on their bones. Y'all not saying nothing over there. Yeah, yes it is. I'm one of them. That devil is a lie. I ain't never liked the model. I ain't mad at the model. I ain't never liked the model type. I'm not going to say, get hold, my God. I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm going to say it like, give me Jill Scott any day. Y'all not saying that over here. Give me Jill any day. Yes, indeed. I ain't scared of y'all up in here. Jill Scott in here. What is you saying? You don't have no confidence in yourself. I will slap 2 people. He just saying that to make First Lady feel better. I will slap you upside your head. So jealous. That's a hating spirit right there. Jumped on you right there. He just saying that to make up here. I bet he really like. You got a hater spirit. I know what I like. I must like it. We've been rolling almost 25 years. Is he still good to y'all? Not saying. I got a little R&B concert in me this morning. I don't know what they're going to have. Okay, let me go and roll. What is really going on? That R&B, them oldest but goodness is it. Okay, let's roll. We going right here. I promise you, Doc. We going. Complete assurance, boldness. We receive from him. Keep his commandments. Do the things that please. Let's get the last thing and we done. Last scripture. I ain't going to work it. This is the remarkable degree of confidence which we as believers are entitled to. This is the remarkable degree of confidence. Watch how cold our confidence is to have before him that if we ask anything according to his will, that is consistent with his plan and his purpose, he hears us. Next verse, I'm done. We done. I tell you, I love y'all. And if we know for a fact, as indeed we do, that he hears and listens to us and whatever we ask, watch this confidence, we also know. We know some stuff. With settled and absolute knowledge that we have granted to us the request we have asked from him.